Hey Krishna, dear devotees, thank you for joining today. Yesterday was the appearance day of Madhavendra Puri. So we didn't have time yesterday to go through his life history, or at least attempt to have a look at his life. Today we shall try to do that, and wanted to seek the blessings of Radha Madhav, Radha Shyam Sundar, Krishna Balaram, Gonita, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and the assembled Vaishnavas. So this is a very nice verse from the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adilila, chapter 9, text 10.
Jaya Shri Madhava Puri Krishna Prema Pura Bhakti Kalpatarura Teno Patma Ankura. Translation: All glories to Shri Madhavendra Puri, the storehouse of all devotion service unto Krishna. He is a desiratory of devotion service. It is in him that the seed of devotion service first fructified.
So that's his very powerful acharya. Change the direction of the whole sampradaya, actually. So we can look at that in a few minutes, how it comes and does that. Madhavendra Puri, before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, he sent his eternal associates like Advaitacharya, Jagannath Mishra, his father, Sachimata, his mother, Madhavendra Puri, is like grand spiritual master, and Ishwar Puri, his spiritual master on earth. And Madhavendra Puri appeared in the 14th century. He took initiation himself from Lakshmipati Tirtha in the Madhavacharya Sampradaya. So there's the four main Sampradayas headed by the various Acharyas. And one of them is the Brahma Sampradaya, which is headed up by Madhavacharya. And he's also highly revered by Vallabhacharyas, Pushtimag. So Pushtimag is another line as well, authorized line. And their Sampradaya is Shri. No, that's, isn't it Rudra? I think it's Rudra. Oh, anyway, we'll find out. Madhavendra Puri was a sannyasi, and he had many disciples, including, so one of his disciples was Nityananda Prabhu, very powerful personality, and also Advaitacharya. So if we remember, these two are Vishnu Tattva. Nityananda is Balaram, Advaita is Mahavishnu, and Sadashiva as well. So if we can imagine, Madhavendra Puri was this guru, the guru of Balaram and Mahavishnu. So the guru of Ishwara Puri, and who is the spiritual master of Gauranga. In one way or another, all the Vaishnavas in Bengal and Jagannath Puri were connected with Madhavendra Puri. He was completely absorbed in his love for Krishna. He loudly chanted and sang the names and glories of the Lord without thinking of the time or place. Sometimes in his ecstasy, he didn't know whether it was day or night. Sometimes he laughed, sometimes he wept, sometimes he danced wildly. Sometimes he fell to the ground unconscious. He took absolutely no interest in anything not connected with Krishna. And for fear of talking about anything other than the Lord, he always lived without a companion. He would only eat if someone offered him food. Otherwise, he would simply fast. So, after an extensive pilgrimage of Bharat Bhumi, Madhavendra Puri was in Vrindavan, wandering from grove to grove, constantly fainting in ecstasy, remembering Radha and Krishna's sweet Vrindavan pastimes. So at this time, there wasn't anybody really on the planet who were so absorbed in Radha Krishna's pastimes. Krishna reciprocated with Madhavendra Puri's love. So once at Govind Kund in Govardhan, Madhavendra Puri was fasting and meditating. Suddenly, a beautiful cowherd boy, Gopal, came with a pot of milk and placed it before Madhavendra. Please drink the milk I have brought you, the boy said. So this is Govind Kund in Govardhan. It's very nicely excavated. One can bathe there as well. Seeing the beauty of the boy, Madhavendra Puri became satisfied in his mind, hearing these sweet words. He forgot all hunger and thirst. Then, within an instant, the boy left the place. Madhavendra Puri's heart was filled with wonder. Later, he realized who the boy actually was, i.e., Lord Krishna himself. So this is quite a famous painting of Lord Krishna coming before Madhavendra Puri with a pot of milk. Madhavendra Puri felt sad that he didn't recognize Krishna, and he started searching for the Lord. However, he could not find him. Soon afterwards, the same cowherd boy appeared to him in a dream and revealed to Madhavendra Puri that he, as the Gopal deity, was buried nearby under some bushes. So long before a priest had hid the deity from the Muhammad soldiers. So this deity actually came in front before, or came in a dream to Madhavendra Puri. Then he came in person to give him the pot of milk. Gopal said, "For many days I have been observing you, and I have been wondering, when will Madhavendra Puri come to serve me? Now you have come. Please unearth the Gopal deity, who is none other than my very self." Out of intense love, Madhavendra Puri excavated the Gopal deity with the cooperative assistance of the Brajvasis. Couldn't do it alone because it was quite a tough job. So Madhavendra Puri was so amazing, he got the assistance of all the Brajvasis there. And then they excavated him. Gopal was installed with great happiness and love. And Madhavendra Puri organized so well. Huge uncut offerings were made every day for the next 2 years by many villages. So every day, a different village would cook uncut, lots and lots of offerings. Because Gopal had not eaten for a very long time, so they fed him sumptuously. This is an idea of one feast on one day. This is the mountain of rice. Madhavendra Puri doing aarti. Gopalji is known also as Srinathji. Madhavendra Puri built an exquisite temple for Gopal and arranged for lavish, loving daily service. "I have accepted your service," said Gopal, "because of your ecstatic love for me." Due to the oppressive reign of Aurangzeb, this original Gopal deity known as Srinathji was moved around 1669 to Nathwar, Rajasthan, and is worshipped with great love and pomp. So also he was bathed with a lot of water. Abhishek was done at the time of installation because he'd been under the earth for a long time. So Madhavendra Puri really, with love and attention, gave him Abhishek, performed Abhishek. And this is Srinathji, currently worshipped in Nathwar, a very famous temple, very beautiful temple. Lot of people visit this temple every single day. And I have the most amazing prasad as well. To test Madhavendra Puri's love still further, in another dream, Gopal asked him to bring a special kind of sandalwood pulp from Jagannath Puri to cool his body. Gopal was feeling hot from being buried in the jungle for so many years, and sandalwood pulp is well known for soothing and cooling effect. Delighted with this chance to serve his dear Lord, Madhavendra Puri set off on foot on the 800-mile journey to Jagannath Puri. So it's not a small mission. And on foot, going from Vrindavan all the way to Jagannath Puri, it's no joke. Along the way, he stopped first in Shantipur and then in Ramuna at the temple of Gopinath. And this deity of Krishna showed him another loving favor. So Gopinath is very famous as well. Every day, the temple priests offered to Gopinath 12 pots of the most delicious sweet rice in the world. Madhavendra Puri heard about this delicious sweet rice, and he wanted to taste a little of it so that he could prepare a similar sweet rice for his own deity, Gopal. So it wasn't he wanted to eat it because it tastes so nice. He wanted to taste it so that he can cook it for his deity. But then he was thinking, I'm not thinking right. He felt he committed an offense, a great sin, by wanting to eat what was being offered to the Lord. So without saying a word to anybody, Madhavendra Puri left the temple, repenting deeply for his offense. He went to the marketplace in the town. So then they put the deities to rest. They did arati, put the deities to rest. In the middle of the night, Gopinath woke up and he spoke to one of his Brahmin priests in a dream. Please get up and open the door to the temple. You will find a pot of sweet rice I have kept for Madhavendra. Take it to him. He is in the marketplace. And the priest, he woke. He was shocked. What sort of dream was this? Anyway, he had a shower because it was such a sublime dream. He thought something must be happening. And then he went to the temple and he found the pot of sweet rice hidden by Gopinath. He took it to the marketplace and he began to shout, Madhavendra Puri, please come and take this pot of sweet rice. Gopinath has stolen it for you. You are the most fortunate person in the world. On hearing this, Madhavendra Puri came out and with ecstatic love, he accepted and ate the sweet rice the Lord had sent him. So to this day, the deity in the temple at Remuna is known as Khir Chor Gopinath, the deity who stole sweet rice. There is Khir Chor Gopinath in Remuna. He also, because the Lord had touched the pot, every day he'd eat a little bit of the pot, the clay pot, as prasad. Madhavendra Puri continued his journey to Puri, and due to his reputation of being a great devotee, he easily obtained 82 pounds of Malayan sandalwood from the king. And the king also gave him men and he gave him money to pay toll. And even though there were many challenges, he set off on the return journey. He didn't think, let these guys do it. I'll chill out from Puri for a little while. Go to Vrindavan later. No, he took on this service. He continued. When he arrived again at Remuna, Madhavendra Puri again visited the temple of Gopinath, and the priest there again served him the famous sweet rice. As he slept that night, his own Gopal deity appeared in a dream and said, "Oh, Madhavendra Puri, there is no difference between my body and Gopinath's body. They are one and the same. Therefore, if you smear the chandan on his body, Gopinath, you will also be smearing it on my body." So the Lord didn't want to burden his devotee all the way going back to Vrindavan. Just stay where you are and apply chandan to Gopinath. And this is Srinathji, same thing, covered in sandalwood paste. This is Radha Shyam Sundar, also covered in sandalwood paste. Krishna Balaram, sandalwood pasted. Gauritai. This is all in Vrindavan. And this is Mayapur, Nrsingadev. So this is like the Chandan Yatra. Lord Jagannath gave direct instructions to King Indradumna to perform this festival. Smearing the body of the Lord with ointment is an act of devotion, and the best of ointments is sandalwood paste. Since the month of Vaishak is very hot in Bharat, the cooling effect of sandalwood is very pleasing to the body of the Lord. Sandalwood paste is applied all over the body of Jagannath, leaving only his two eyes visible. The Utsav Murtis, functional deities, Vijay Utsav, are taken on procession and are placed in a boat in Narendra Pokhari, temple pond. To commemorate this festival, Lord Chaitanya also carried out water sports with his devotees. So this is in Jagannath Puri. They would take the Utsav deities and the Lord would have great fun. In Jagannath Puri, Gauranga showed an intense mood of separation from Krishna. And it begins with a single verse spoken by Madhavendra Puri, his Param Guru.
Aita Punyati Kim Karomi Ham. Translation, O my Lord, O most merciful Master, O Master of Mathura, when shall I see you again? Because of my not seeing you, my agitated heart has become unsteady. O most beloved one, what shall I do now?
So this is Radharani's plea to Krishna. And because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had the mood of Radharani, the mood of separation from Krishna, this would bring him to ecstasy. This is for verse written by Madhavendra Puri. And it's in the Chaitanya Charitamrita Leela 4, chapter 4, text number 197. So you can see there's a lot of texts in the chapters of Chaitanya Charitamrita. I think one chapter has over 500 texts. So Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj says that as the diamond Kastuba jewel is the most precious amongst all rare valuable jewels, this shlok is the Ras Kavya, the best verse in the entire treasury of Ras poetry. Actually, this verse was spoken by Srimati Radharani herself. It was Radharani's pathetic cry to Shyam Sundar, who had gone to Mathura, leaving her alone, desperate in Vrindavan. Radharani's mercy brought this same verse from the mouth of Madhavendra Puri. So he really captured, Madhavendra Puri really captured the mood of Radharani. Before Madhavendra Puri appeared, the civic succession of Madhvacharya had been full of ritualistic ceremonies, with hardly any sign of love of Godhead. Madhavendra Puri was the first successor of Madhvacharya to exhibit the symptoms of love of Godhead. The tree of devotional service to Krishna sprouted in him and later grew tall and broad in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the incarnation of Krishna for this age of quarrel. Himself a disciple of Madhavendra Puri's disciple Ishwara Puri, Lord Chaitanya spread devotional service throughout Bharat. And he ordered his own disciples to spread devotional service to every town and village, which was achieved by our own, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. At the end, at the life's end, Madhavendra Puri was deeply absorbed in conjugal love for Krishna. In great ecstasy, he repeatedly uttered a famous verse, beginning with the lines, "O my Lord, O most merciful one, Master, when shall I see you again?" It is said that this verse was originally spoken by Srimati Radharani herself, the same verse that Gauranga chanted. Before the time of Madhavendra Puri, nearly all devotees worship Krishna alone, without his eternal consort, Radharani. But after Madhavendra Puri introduced conjugal love of Godhead into spiritual life, more and more devotees began worshipping Krishna together with the eternal consort, his eternal consort, Srimati Radharani. So this is the greatness of Madhavendra Puri. He changed the whole outlook of the Sampradaya by introducing conjugal love and really making this very difficult relationship with the Lord accessible to everyone. So we have a great debt to Madhavendra Puri in our disciplic succession. Thank you, Naniman. Appreciate your time here. Any questions, any comments? Okay, let's stop there. Madhavendra